Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? And floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dreams a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
What's going on YouTube? My name is Rafael and I am with Visos Travel. But today is not about our channel. Today is about Helping Hands for Cruising. And what is Helping Hands for Cruising? Well, that is a non-profit organization that helps people with disabilities to be able to cruise, to be able to enjoy a vacation that otherwise probably they wouldn't want to make. Today I'm here at a friend's house. We're about to celebrate 4th of July. So what a great occasion to talk about Helping Hands for Cruising. I have the privilege of being on the first cruise together with the winner of the first cruise, Mr. Kenneth Oakes. So please, if you see it, that you want to help somebody that maybe have a disability, that maybe they cannot travel by themselves, please check it out. Please check out all the information on the description below, and please give a little bit of money for somebody to enjoy the vacation of a lifetime. Peace, and remember, life is short. Travel more.
And well, g'day folks, welcome aboard. Shaun here from the Down Under Cruises and Helping Hands for Cruising. Welcome aboard, nice to have you here. We want to say thank you very much to Rafi from Visos Travel. He was with us on the inaugural cruise and it was absolutely awesome to have him on board with us. First in the chat, Sir Joe Hupp. Welcome aboard, Joe. Understand that you're not going to hang around, mate. Fully understand. Everything should be good. You should be in a good place. Next we have Marjorie. Welcome aboard, Marjorie. Nice to have you here. As usual, I am misbehaving, so it'd be good to have you here. Jonesy, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. I've been watching some of your video recently, and I haven't been giving you the full credit, but you've been playing some awesome music on board. Especially love the one you did today. which to me was the theme song from Shrek, although it wasn't, because it's actually a really good piece of music. But anyway, the bands you've been putting up, absolutely awesome. So keep it up. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Well, folks, as the caption says, we're talking about what happened at the board meeting on Saturday with the Helping Hands for Cruising board. A couple of good things have happened. Number one, we spoke about the website, and the website is currently being improved and made better. We are getting some new facilities on that website, and so it's a watch this space. Helping Hands, the number 4 cruising.org is the website. Get in there, have a look at it. I'm sure you guys are going to have some fun by looking at it. We're actually, it is a totally brand new website, so we're putting up things like shops, a shop on there, so you can get all your paraphernalia, and we want you to get it. Also, you'll be able to check out the members of the board and see who's on the board and who's doing what, and all that sort of stuff. So all the happy things that we are planning right now. Helping Hands for Cruising is a charity in its infancy, but I tell you what, the board has got some incredible plans. So watch the space. We do have our cruiseathon. The next discussion we had was the cruiseathon, and I'm excited to say that we've filled up Friday, and we also filled up Saturday. Sunday, there are some spots available. So if anybody wants to present a show with the intention of raising some funds for Helping Hands for Cruising, please get in touch with either myself or Shaun 7777 at Gmail, I believe it is. If I'm not correct, somebody will correct me, but otherwise, just let me know and I will certainly get things happening. At the end of the day, folks, the goal for the cruiseathon, we are looking at getting a about $10,000. Jimmy wants 12, but hey, I'd be happy with 10. We've set that as a goal before, and every time we've gotten an increase on the figure. So we're excited. It's going to be an amazing cruiseathon. Getting some really good people come on board, and we'll just keep on rocking and rolling. Thank you for that, Jonesy. A correction there. It's a Neil Diamond song, I'm a Believer, written for the Monkees. I didn't know Neil Diamond actually wrote for other bands. I thought he just wrote for himself. There you go. I've learned something this evening. Talking about cruising as we were before, Amy's cruise is coming up in exactly 103 days. I know somebody's excited to be on there. Those of you out there that are listening to this either on the replay or in the chat and haven't organized yourself a cruise, please, 103 days away, get on board this cruise. This cruise is rather auspicious because it actually leaves 2 days before the inaugural was meant to come back. Well, it did, but this cruise leaves 2 days before. It leaves out of Galveston, unfortunately not Miami, but that's okay. It's on the Carnival Breeze, and it's going to Progresso and Cozumel, I believe. And then it's a 5-day cruise, so it's a relatively short one. But the good news is, you know what? There are going to be some amazing people on board there. Roxanne is going to get her first cruise ever paid for by Helping Hands, so that's going to be amazing. She'll be our 4th recipient. Obviously, Kenny was the first, and then we had James and Cindy Catanese, and then followed by Scott and Amber Hicks. So we're looking forward to having a lot more people come on board. There are a couple of um, people. There are a couple of videos put up for some new people to come on board, and we've got some investigation going on right now. Yeah, yeah, you are right, Jonesy. It is playing havoc. See, we can do all sorts of things here. I can even do this kind of stuff, right? How's that? Isn't that great? Amazing. Anyway, I've got to bring some fun into this. There we go. Does that make you feel better, Jonesy? Yes, so Amy's cruise is coming up, so I better let you have a bit of a look at it and you can tell me what you think. Here we go, Amy's cruise. Yes, that is going to be one hell of a cruise. Jonesy, I'm going to ask you, was this not the name of a band? Oh, that's all I'm going to say. Was that not the name of a band? Okay. Oh, sorry. No, it was Talking Heads. That's right. Floating something else. Can't remember. Anyway. So yes, that's Amy's cruise, and I know that people are going to be really enjoying it. You're going to have. They are going to have a most amazing amount. The most amazing amount of fun. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Talking Heads. I was wrong. Sorry. Not Floating Heads. Floating something else. So here's some bad news. 169 days to Christmas and 175 days to New Year's. There was going to be 177 days to the Ducks cruise, but we put that off for a while. However, this man has got a cruise coming up, Mr. Ocean to Ocean, Bruce himself, and his cruise, folks, this is a bucket list for us. Bruce's cruise is going on the Norwegian Encore. It's traveling from Seattle to Alaska. And the reason why it's a bucket list for us is because we want to get onto a bucket list cruise onto Alaska. We need to see the places that that ship is going. Currently, the bank manager and I have a disagreement, but hopefully the lottery and us will have a much better relationship in the near future. Here goes. Anyway, have a look at this, folks, and tell me what you think.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
Yeah, nice one, Brucey. Nice one, mate. So, just to give you a heads up with what's going on with the board now. So there are a number of modifications that are happening to the board. There's going to be some people changing positions and so forth, because what we're setting up for is, well, the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise is going to be the commencement of some really, really big fundraising. So with our 501c3 in place, we now have the opportunity to provide tax deductible certificates for people so that they can go ahead and pay for donations and have it tax deductible. Now, one of the things that we're looking at is certain features that we'll be able to use, one of which will be a program called Zephy. We'll be utilizing that on the Cruiseathon. The benefit to that is that it will give us the opportunity to track the funds that are coming in. We'll be able to see how much money we need to raise in order to hit our goals. It'll also allow us to obtain funds using credit cards and so forth, basically being a seconder to the PayPal account that we're using currently. And so what you'll start seeing is you will start seeing a link going up on all material that'll link into the Zephy account, and people can actually contribute there, and we will be able to monitor who's contributed. And if they want to be anonymous, that's fine. If they don't want to be anonymous, well, we're going to spread their details all around the world. I'm kidding. But yes, it will give us a chance to monitor things a lot better. So that's one of the major changes, and you'll start seeing that in the website. You'll start seeing it in all the material going out, as well as all the fundraising opportunities. So Zephy, look out for Zephy. If you do see Zephy, please don't knock it back. We will utilize this more and more as we go through. Other than that, folks, talking about the Cruiseathon, some big things. We've got some big players coming in there. Let me just bring up the sheet as it stands. Currently, what we're looking at is Friday. We start the session off on Friday with, let me just take this out. There we go. I can change the size, make it a bit smaller so that I can actually see you guys. So we're starting off with, actually, why don't I do this? I'll share it with you folks so we can all read it together. There we go. There we go. Up it comes. Okay, so as you guys can see, oh no, you won't be able to see just yet. I will bring that up in 1 second. Give me a sec. I'll just need to duplicate something. I'll do this, followed by that, followed by the other thing that ran around the block 16 times. And then once it's run around the block 16 times, we'll then run it into the block around another 75 times. Then you guys will be able to see it. And then once we've seen it, you'll be able to, have some fun with it. All right, let me just, you guys need to see this more than you need to see my ugly mug. Yes, but it's going to be actually quite exciting, because when we actually have a look at it, there are changes going to be happening, but at the end of the day, it's going to make it an exciting Cruiseathon. So there we go. I'll just move that at Suzanne's. Let's leave it as is. All right, here goes. Have a look, folks. So as you can see, we start off at 6 p.m. on Friday, the 9th of August. We start off with Michael Ann Spoiled Mama. As you know, Michael Ann does an amazing commencement to the show. We then got Ross from Orange Cone Vlogs running on at 7 p.m. and he will lead into the Game Match Live. Oh my goodness. I know exactly what's going to happen. You've got Scott the controversial cruiser running the show. And I'll tell you now, that show is going to be absolutely incredible. So Scott, the controversial cruiser, will be running the show. And there we go. So he's got another Match Game Live going on. The Match Game Live will be followed by Amy from Amethyst Haze, and then some other group called the Down Under Cruisers. Can I enlarge it? Let me see. How can I make it bigger? Okay. The only way I can think of doing that is taking my... Yeah, all right, I'm going to do that. Take my ugly mug out of the way and bring it across. There you go. Is that better for you, Jonesy? Hope it is. Okay. Oh, and good day, Nick. Welcome aboard, buddy. We're just showing the cruisathon lineup at the moment. So, as I said, we've got Markaland Spoiled Mama. Okay, maybe there's another way I can do this. Make it bigger. Oh, no, that's just that. No. I want to make the whole document bigger. How's that, mate? If it was a Word document, I would be doing things a lot differently, but it's a Google document, so there we go. I'm trying my asbestos for you, Jonesy. There you go. And awesome. All right. Does that suit you? Awesome. There we go. All right. So as you can see, so we start off at 6 p.m. as I said with Michael Land Spoiled Mama. We've got Ross from Orange Cone Vlogs on at 7 p.m. on the Friday night, 8 p.m. with Match Game Live, and then 9 p.m. with Amy's Amethyst Haze Adventures. She's going to be doing some amazing stuff there. And then, of course, we've got the Down Under Cruise. I don't know who the hell they are, the Down Under Cruisers. Anyway, we've got Kenneth Oakes, Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes, you know, the engaged man. He's going to go on at 11 p.m. on Friday night. We then start Saturday morning at 9 a.m. with Destination Fun, followed by Jimmy from the Astute Tourist at 10 a.m., and then, he calls himself Captain Billy J, but I call him Deckhand Billy until he gets rid of that F word, you know, the one that's got osters in it. Anyway, he's on at 11 a.m., followed by Ocean to Ocean Travel. Oh, by the way, it is all in US Eastern time. Jonesy, seriously, this is going to confuse the crap out of me. Okay, so just add 2. So 8 a.m. on Friday for us Aussies. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, midday on the Saturday for us. So none of this starts on Friday night for us Aussies. It starts at on Saturday morning. So that'll be 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., midday, then 1 o'clock on the Saturday. Now, for those of you across the pond, you start at 9 a.m., which will be 9, 10, 11 p.m. for us on Saturday night. So we'll be watching Destination Fun kick off on our Saturday night, your Saturday morning. Jimmy at 10 a.m. I'll get to the Aussie Eastern time at another time. Jonesy, please forgive me. I'll do my head in right now. So 10 a.m. Eastern for Jimmy from the Astute Tourist, Billy at 11, Bruce from Ocean to Ocean at midday. We think this cruise life is going to take the 1 o'clock spot. If not, that'll be vacant and somebody can jump in there. Larry from the Plum Travelers at 2. Yeah, I know, Jonesy. I know you were kidding. Paul from PSV is on at 3. Hopefully he'll have Miss Meg on there with him. At 4 will be Royal Caribbean Cruise Chronicles. We are so looking forward to this person. We've never seen their channel, and now's an opportunity for us to actually find them. And as you can see, folks, on the right-hand side, all the channel links are listed. So you'll be able to join in and enjoy. At 5 p.m., we've got Chet and Robin from the Sea Leg Journeys. That's going to be absolutely incredible. And then this crazy mob from Fort Myers called the Carnival Cruise Addicts on at 6 p.m. And then this lady, this gem by the name of Sherry Awesome Sunsets, she'll be on at 7 p.m. followed by who the hell are the Traveling Gilberts? Now, who the hell are they? Oh, seriously? And then after that, at 9 p.m., we've got D&G Explorers. Had the most amazing chat with them. That's going to be absolutely awesome. And then at 1 p.m., we've got Traveling with Eric B. And then 11 p.m., finishing out Saturday night, is Danny Griswold with Griswold Family Vacation. Absolutely awesome. Sunday, we've got 9 a.m. free. Who wants to do church services at night? No, please. 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, we've got Controversial Cruising. Again, Scott. Well, we've got the game show in one, so that counts as 4 channels. So this is cool. Scott. We've got some time between 11 and 3, where at 3 o'clock, Herr Royal Darien, Herr Mein Herr Darien is doing the Magnificent Germany with Darien show. He'll be on. At the moment, it looks like we've got Plum Travelers up again at 4. Funnelheads Adventures on at 5, followed by Meg with a Helping Hands for Cruising video. And then at 6 p.m., we've got the cruising scene. So that's going to be awesome. Gaz and Shaz are coming up and doing their stream. So that's going to be awesome. At 8 p.m., we've got Scott and Amber from Kickin' the Country. At 9 p.m., we've got How We Cruise. 10 p.m., we've got Hello, all you beautiful people. Call me V. And 11 p.m., finishing the show out with Dewey's Destinations. And if we don't make the 10 grand, Dewey will be putting it all out there with bingo. So hopefully we should get everything in place. So there we go, folks. That is the lineup for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, and hopefully we should have everything in place. Hopefully you enjoy it, and you'll be there with us on the day. So that'll be great. Now, let me just kill the screen share. That's cool. Okay, now, Jonesy, here's an idea. When the new Spirit of Tasmania starts, we should do a collaboration and sail together and do a review. Mate, you know what? The thought had not crossed my mind, but you know what? I absolutely love the idea. So, yeah, we were thinking of doing something with regard to the Spirit because at some point I need to be in Tasmania to do a karate thing. So I'm thinking whether or not there's a possibility I might be flown, but there's a possibility we may drive and make a long weekend of it, in which case I've got my vehicle and I've got all my first aid kit and all that sort of stuff. So coming around and checking Tassie will be absolutely unbelievable. Jonesy is also saying maybe sail on the old one first and then compare the two. You know what? That's a huge idea. So the thought process is there, and mate, you and I will need to talk about that at another point in time. I definitely love it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. No, sorry. Let's do it. It sounds like a great idea. Okay, so the cruiseathon was spoken about in great depth, and one of the other things that we had at the board meeting was a discussion about who. Yeah, I thought you'd say that, Joan. See, I thought you'd say that. The problem is my singing is well, it used to be good. Well, obviously we just sail. If it was going to be me on board that cruise, you know who's joining me would be Ilana. So I'm hoping that Mrs. Jonesy would be joining you on the cruise, and then we could have a real huge collab, family with family. That would be absolutely awesome. Okay, so one of the other discussions was people in the board, what positions they have, because currently what has happened is people were allocated positions as the positions became available. Now we're looking for people who are specific to the task. So right now, we have got Ross there, who's actually very good with the technical side of things. So he's actually put together the website. He's also putting in place, and he's using the help of Scott from Captain Controversial, using him to get together and put out some good ideas for the for all our social media items, and basically we're using him because of his experiences and exposure with I better start hyping up the thing, because I know that I'm going to get complaints if I don't, so I better start putting in the dollars. I can't just use this video, I've got to keep on paying. But at any rate, all the efforts that Scott put into assisting with the building of the Helping Hands for Cruising Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, which was absolutely is absolutely an amazing cruise. And folks, we all do need to get on board that cruise, because if we don't, I tell you what, you're missing out on an awesome time. And we're actually spending a good amount of time with rather important people. I believe that we'll have full access to the bands to be able to chat. So lots of opportunity, lots of good times. I know that I believe there are a couple of special guests coming on board. I'm not going to tell you who they are. They're rather special to me. So, we will have some very special guests joining us on board the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. I think that's enough. Here comes the last one. Last one in. About time. Here we go.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell?
Yeah, folks. You need to catch up with Bruce. It's going to be an incredible cruise, I can tell you now. What gives me the bejeebers is actually that slide where you're standing up straight, and the next thing, boom. Yeah, no. I suffer from being scared of heights. I had that misfortune when I was in South Africa. We were my dad and I were part of a group called Civil Defence, and what we did was we provided volunteering assistance to the Johannesburg Fire Department. Dad was involved in the paramedic side, going in the ambulance with the paramedics. I was on the fire side, and we were doing some training, and we were on top of the roof of the fire station, and somebody was meant to be backing me up. And the fireys, I had the hose in my hand, and the fireys decided that they would turn on the hose full kilter, and the power of that hose was having me dance on top of the roof, and I wasn't being backed up. So the guy who was meant to be backing me up certainly got a real telling off. As a result from that, I've always had a bit of height fear. So anyway, that water slide will not do me. The other water slides will be fine, because that's where you get on it and it excuse me, you dictate when you actually get to go. But this one, that one that's on the side where you're standing, no, forget it. Seriously, I like my feet right where they are. I don't want them to be in free space. Anyway, by the way, Jonesy, just as a heads up for you, there will be the inaugural F125 going on. That is, we will be having the go-kart competition. Who spins around the go-kart track the fastest. There will be, I believe there are a bucket load of prizes coming out for that cruise. But more importantly, I'm doing this as a shameless promotion. We certainly want all your dollars to go towards the charity. Now, by the way, having said that, the cruiseathon, certainly we're looking to raise 10 grand. And the benefit of the 10 grand for the cruiseathon is very simple. 10 grand means we put three people on board a cruise ship. And every time we do something with a cruise, putting people on a cruise ship, it not only is them going on the cruise, but it also includes them getting to the cruise port. So, yep, there you go. It's half the fun is getting to the cruise port and getting home again with a big smile on their face. So there you go. Well, basically, folks, I've given you an update to what there is in the board meeting. A very brief 30-minute update. And, there are bigger and better things happening. We are in the throes of putting some greater plans together. We are working on getting the equivalent to the 501c3 in Australia. Once we've got Australia sorted, then we're going to be looking at seeing if we can do the same in Canada, and then the UK, and hopefully NZ if we can get enough support coming out of NZ. So, there we go. It's going to be lots of fun, and the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise will also help us a lot more. We're also trying to find some people who will sponsor us. So if you know of anybody who's willing to put their hand in their pocket for sponsors, that'd be awesome. In Oz right now, we still need to get that status. So there we go. Okay, folks. Well, that's me. I'm done. Unless somebody's got something else to put out there, I'm just going to shut this down, and I will catch you guys tomorrow night with Jimmy on the Astute Tourist. We'll be having our regular hump day chat. It'll be hump morning for him, and it'll be hump evening for us. So we will catch you later. Have a great, awesome day, and take care. Please keep smiling. Take care.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands